Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar, and it's another hot mess express, my loves. If you don't know it already, Mikey, Mikey and Chelsea, you know the dude that was dating the hard of hearing, the deaf girl? Well, he's back in the pokey, and it's due to laying hands on Chelsea. That is one side of the story, my loves. But there is more hot tea. Apparently, now Chelsea would never admit to this, so I'm going to say allegedly, Chelsea was snooping around in his phone and found some things, and then she went allegedly posted it on his Facebook page. And Mikey says I got hacked. But let's just read what she posted, my loves. And then I'm going to tell you what happened next, okay? So here we go. So it goes, as a gay individual, I am thankful for the financial benefits I received. I am also at ease with relationship arrangements that others might view as unconventional. I've been talking to this guy, Brandon, and he's been supporting me with money, with everything going on and not working. Now, did Mikey post that? Or did Chelsea post that? Okay, she went in his phone, my loves. And this is the dude. So let's see some more. So, hold on, let me go back to the beginning because these text messages, okay, are maybe out of order, my loves. So, the pink, the one on the right, I guess the one on the right, depending on what color your computer is, the one is right is going to be Mikey. He goes, she don't ask who it's from because I buy and resell. So the question was, is your girl going to worry about where this money coming from? Because currently Mikey doesn't work. And that's why he says I sell things online. And he goes, just send some. So the man just sent him some money. And he goes, thank you so much. You'll be getting laid a lot. And then the guy says, not nearly enough, but kind of recently, I've been better. Yeah. It turns me on when you ask questions like that. Didn't expect that, LOL. And he goes, really? Everybody has to bust, you know. It's soft, so you can see, so you could what you'll be, bobbing on. Let's just say that, my loves. And he shows a picture. Here's a picture. And the guy says, really, everybody has to bust. Yeah, but it turns me on when guys like you ask me sex questions. And he says it's soft, so you can see what you be, working on. Oh my God, I love that. I need a full body nude. And I can't really see the first line here, and because this was all uploaded on Facebook's my love and screenshot because I don't know, somebody had a second thought to delete it. Could have been Mikey. He is in the pokey, so I don't know how he could have done it. Maybe Chelsea reconsidered, but anyway, the guy asked Mikey, "You want to experiment?" And he goes, "No." He's talking about a past uh, incident that he had with another encounter, may I say, with another man. He said, were you experimenting? He says, no. He wanted some single man peen, and it just happened. And he goes, he was gay? I love single man peen, LOL. He said, yeah, haha. That's cool. You're open to it? Yeah, well, I get horny easy, and I wanted to, no, get down. I'm going to, hello. He says, I like your style. Do you like backdoor? He says, yes. It bust in his bottom every time, LLL. He says, slow down. I'm jealous, to be honest. He says, really? Haha, surely not. He says, definitely, I am. He says, I'm going to send you a video soon as she leaves the room. And that's probably talking about Chelsea. He goes, oh, yeah, please do, LOL. Man, she's always with you, huh? Hey, my cousin said I can use her Cash App, and she lives with us. So that'll work if you're okay with it. And he goes, shh, silent. So anyway, so he goes, this is Mikey. He goes, yeah, 66 most times, just Cash App. He says 66 question mark. This is the trick. He goes, when two guys, it's called 66. He says, ha ha ha, whoo, who would have thought? Just Cash App, send it. I mean, and this is Mikey. He goes, I mean PayPal. I wish I still had my Cash App. But he goes on to say this was the guy he grew up around the way. He was older than me. And I ended up staying in his apartment for a few months. And it's back to that experiment. He says, no, he wanted some single guy, peen. And we read that again. So that's a repost. So they're talking about some sexual things. Chakra, just a finger. He says, ha ha ha. No, that's a shocker. He says, that's different. That's for chicks. And he says, I'm either the one that's sticking through fingers and the peen, LOL. And he said, ha ha ha. Usually, he says, okay, this is the dude. He says, okay, tell me what happened with the guy 7 years ago. Love that. How did that go down? He says, mostly head and back door. It happened and enough like it happened on and on like around 4 months. He says, you gave him a job? He says, how did you meet him and how did it go down? And tell me everything. He says, yeah, we 66 most times, just Cash App. 69 with two guys is called 66. So they go on and talk all this mess, okay? So my loves, it's just sexual talk between Mikey and his other dude. So she posts this on his Facebook because she found this while sneaking on his phone. This is my theory, my loves, just my theory, allegedly. So once she finds this information, this is at the middle of the night, early in the morning, like 4 a.m. Well, 4 a.m. he got arrested. So let's just say 3 a.m. So he's might be sleeping at 3 a.m. She bites him, and here a struggle ensues. There's a video on Reddit, my loves. You can check it out. I don't think I can show it on YouTube, but it opens with her with a busted lip. And she's saying, you hit me. He said, you bit me first. And he's secretly recording her. And she doesn't know it. And the room is in shambles. And he said, you threw everything. You busted all my stuff. You did this and did this. You broke this. And they're walking around the room. She's smoking a cigarette. Then she says something like, I gotta pee or something. And she starts walking towards what might be a bathroom. And then she tells him that she peed on his clothes. And then she walks back and he says, what? You peed on my clothes? What? And he says, you got all this stuff, broken glass everywhere. And she just looks kind of like demonic and out of it. And then she sits by the windowsill. And long story short, she breaks the glass and starts yelling out there. I don't think she can say help, but she's yelling in distress out in the window. She breaks the window with her arm or something. Her mouth is already bloody, and she's screaming bloody murder. At 4 a.m., the cops arrest him. He's arrested within the hour. And will this tape appear? I mean, it's already online. The last time she accused him of DV, she recanted and said it was a lie. And now he has videotaped his encounter with Chelsea. Lord knows why he went back to this woman. I do not know. It's very toxic. I don't know why he circled back down this little drain, but he did. But this time he recorded the interaction. He didn't record her biting him. She bit him, and I think allegedly woke him up from that. And then he hit her. And then she was shocked that he landed a punch on her. And she was saying, "You hit me." And he says, not before you bit me. I was protecting myself, and you trashed the room, and my stuff is thrown everywhere. And the room was a mess. And she breaks, there's broken things all over the floor. She peed on his clothes, and she breaks the window, and she yells out for bloody murder, my loves. So that's the long and the short of it. Now, these screenshots came from Facebook, right? I would love to show you the video. Just Google it. It's on Reddit, Love After Lockup, Reddit. And you can see it if it's still up there, my loves. But she looks demonic. Now, some people don't have no sympathy for Mikey for going back to this woman. She's not quite stable. But then again, who would be quite stable if you nosy around and snoop and see these text messages on your man's phone? So I don't know. Now, during the whole thing, she can't speak that well. But they were doing some signing, but I don't think she told him why she bit him. If we're to believe Mikey. Maybe she's too distraught to say, "Hey, I saw X, Y, and Z." But somehow these text messages landed on Mikey's Facebook page. Now, the first one, I think she just AI wrote it, where she says, "I'm looking for a blah, blah, blah." The opening, let's go back there. This opening one, where she says this is the guy he's got, and he's gay. I'm thankful for the financial benefits I received. All of that, I believe that was Chelsea's handiwork writing that. But the text messages were definitely from Mikey's phone. This little intro that she does is all Chelsea. And you can see that he claims his phone was hacked. And she claims her phone was lost. But you can see a reflection in these text messages, and it looks like a woman with blonde hair. Okay, just saying what it kind of looks like. But anyway, my loves, I'm going to end it here. You're not going to get this commentary anywhere else, so go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you have not, hit that notification bell, and as always, drop a line so we can continue this discussion, because this doesn't stop at the video, my loves. And I'm going to catch you all out on the flip side.